Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. As you see, we are playing Terraforming Mars. And if you're like, what is Terraforming Mars? I'll read you a thing it says on the Steam page. It says, the taming of the red planet has begun. Corporations are competing to transform Mars into a habitable planet by spending vast resources and using innovative technology to raise temperature, create a breathable atmosphere, and make oceans of water. As terraforming progresses, more and more people will immigrate from Earth to live on the red planet. And terraforming Mars, you control a corporation of a certain profile. Play project cards, build up production, place your cities and green areas on the map, and race for milestones and awards. Will your corporation lead the way to humanity's new era? There's more in here, but I just wanted to read you that. And this is based off of the board game, I want to say. Is I believe yeah, let me just yeah. It's based off of it's the official adaptation of the Toll board game. And this game was faithfully developed with the help of Jacob for Etzilis, author of the board game. So if you like the board game and you want an online version or you want something like this, and hopefully this would satisfy, hopefully this would satisfy you then. But yeah, anyways, just to on with the game though. Here's your options or settings. The animation speed default, fire very fast, step mine, step all, slow, default. Resolution, that's, I mean, come on. A low quality? Is this game really that demanding or something? Hopefully my comparison to manage. Because I mean, come on. Graphics quality defines lower the level, the less energy is needed. There's some languages over there. Rules. Oh gosh. Well, there is a tutorial, I believe. Thankfully, here's a credits. If you want to see credits straight from the beginning. Wow, there was a lot of people. Wow. Access logs. Don't know what that's. Okay, that's bringing up this folder, which I guess Terraforming Mars is in. So I don't know what purpose that serves. Okay, support, compendium, legal. Okay, profile. I don't have a profile. Solo Loto shop. Let's do the tutorial. Game structure. Learn what to do of the game and how it is generally structured. Learn how to win the game. Welcome to Terraforming Mars. In Terraforming Mars, you control a corporation whose goal is to make Mars Earth-like or enough to live freely on it. In order to win, you have to score the highest by accumulating the Terraform rating TR or accumulating as many victory points VP as possible. This is a Terraform rating. Each player starts at 20. You can increase your Terraform rating by increasing the global parameters or by playing certain cards. Victory points are earned by playing certain cards, placing tiles on Mars, or claiming milestones and winning awards. The game ends once all three parameters, temperature, oxygen, and ocean, are met. Temperature reaches 8 degrees Celsius, oxygen reaches 14%, at 9 oceans are placed. Global parameters, excuse me, are shared amongst all players. Raising the global parameter can also give an immediate bonus to the player that increased it. Excuse me, the first global parameter is oceans. You can raise the ocean level by placing an ocean tile on the planet. You need to place 9 in total. The global parameter is oxygen. You raise the global oxygen level by placing greenery tiles on the planet, or with certain targets. You need to increase the oxygen to 14%. When you reach 8%, you increase the temperature for free. Thus, the old parameter is temperature, but we raise the temperature level with certain actions and targets. You need to increase the temperature from negative 30 degrees Celsius to 8 degrees Celsius in steps of 2 degrees Celsius. When you reach 24 degrees Celsius and 20 degrees Celsius, you increase your heat production reaching 0 degrees Celsius, allows you to place a free ocean. Names by generations. You did new project targets at the beginning of each generation, the resources at the end. Each generation, excuse me. Generation is divided into 4 following steps: player order phase, research phase, action phase, production phase. The first phase is the player order phase. In this phase, the first player becomes the last, and all other players move up by 1 place. Next comes the research phase. During this phase, you can buy new project targets. Each target costs 3, whatever. Once all players have bought their targets, you enter the action phase. In this phase, you use your resources to perform as many actions as you want to increase your store in Terraform Mars. This is your player board. This bottom row, indicates your current resources. You use these resources to perform the various actions of the game. Involving the brown bots, says you have a resource production at the end of every generation. You gain this amount of resources. This is the first resource is meta credits. This is the general currency for buying and playing project targets and using standard projects. At the beginning of each generation, you gain your Terraform rating plus your meta credits production and you can perform up to 2 actions per turn, after which it becomes your opponent's turn. If you no longer perform an action or do not wish to perform one, select the pass button. If you already played 1 action, you can step. If you play 2 actions, you have to end your turn. Your turn ends, but you can play once all remaining players have finished their turns. But you play again once, okay. If you haven't played an action yet, you can pass. You will no longer be able to play until every player passes and the generation ends. Pass your turn for now. There's the Danny Me Colony. Phobos Space Haven. How do I pass? Am I just dumb here, or standard awards, milestones? Oh, okay, there it's whatever. I guess it is there. Maybe I'm just stupid. Proper player pass their turn. Once the players have passed their turn, you enter the production phase. First, your energy resources are converted to heat. Then you gain the amount of resources of your production for each type. Green player. Purple player. Once all goal parameters are filled, the game will end at the end of the generation. Story is explained in the 5th tutorial. Finish step of the would you like to standard projects. Standard projects represent all critical actions of the game. They are always available and to be used without limit, though they will usually cost more than using cards. Open the standard project menu. Or select if you want to select if your hand if you want to sell some cards. Once you make your choice, select the sell button to complete the transaction. Projects once more. Power plant. Oh. Asteroid allows you to increase temperature by 1 step. This allows you to increase your terraform rating by 1. Autofer allows you to place an ocean. Use it now. Oceans to be placed on any designated spot on Mars. Ocean tiles are not owned by a player once placed. You increase your terraform rating by 1 for placing an ocean. Any tile that is later placed next to an ocean grants a bonus to Megatrix. to gain resources as a placement bonus by placing a tile in a particular position. Place your ocean here, and gain 1 plant resource as well as 2 meta credits for the adjacent ocean. No more actions left, so you have to end your turn. Greenery allows you to place. Excuse me. A greenery increases the oxygen level. Place 1 now. Yeah, if it has possible, you can also increase your terraform rating. You can also place greeneries and if maximum oxygen level is reached. Greeneries have to be placed next to another tile you own if possible. Each greenery you own gives you 1 victory point at the end of the game. Place your greenery here to gain plant resource as well as farm by credits in the adjacent oceans. I'm assuming that means I want me to place it there. Center projects. City allows you to place a city and increase your Midas trap production by 1. So let's say now, cities can be placed anywhere on Mars, but no 2 cities can be placed one next to another. You gain 1 victory point for adjacent greenery at the end of the day. Place your city here to gain 1 plant resource. Would you like to? Sure. Just bring me forwards. In this tutorial, we will learn about project cards and how you can use them to gain victory. Terraforming Mars. So let's start the game at the beginning. First, you need to select your corporation. Your corporation determines your starting resources as well as some bonus abilities. Use the corporation cards. On top, you will see the name of your corporation. Excuse me. Description of its background. Excuse me. Oh, dash. Excuse me. Here are your starting resources, as well as special abilities that you gain for the rest of the game. You will see actions and effects further in tutorial 4. For now, let's choose the beginner corporation. Beginner corporations start with 10 free project cards and 42 meta credits. Open your project card hand. Project cards allow you to improve your corporation situation or your terraform Mars more efficiently than your opponents. They can give you different types of benefits like gaining resources, resource production, gaining recurring actions or effects, placing tiles, or increasing the global parameter. You can buy new project cards during the research phase at the beginning of each new generation. Just certain actions can also give you new project cards. This is the project card. There exists 3 kinds: automated cards, green, event cards red, and active cards blue. On top of the cards, the toss and meta credits to play it. On the other side are the tags of the cards. These place cards in certain categories that can affect or be affected by other cards. In the middle, you see the excuse me, the immediate effect of the card. This is what playing the card gives you. To always press the information button to view the full description of the card. Green cards are automated cards that allow you to perform immediate actions. Use this card to increase your plant potential by 1. Open your project card hand. Some cards to be victory points, VP, when you play them. You can see VPs in the circle on the side. Playing this green card increases your titanium production by 1 as well as WVP. Use this card now. Excuse me. You have no more actions left, so you have to end your turn. It's your turn. Once you open your project card hand. Red cards or event cards allow you to perform immediate actions. Once played, red cards are hidden from your opponent. Use this card now. Open your project hard hand. Star is a requirement. You need to reach this before it can be played. Minimum 8. Since you didn't reach this requirement, let's open the next card. Some cards allow you to place tiles. These are either the normal tile seen previously or special tiles. Use this card to place a volcano. Raise the temperature by 2 steps. And place the volcano special tile on either. Okay. Special tiles often have placement requirements. If these places are no longer available, the tile cannot be placed. Volcanoes can only be placed in a specific location between a choice of 4. Okay, you have no more actions, so you have to end your turn. As your opponent's past turn, you will immediately get to play. Oh, how glorious. Open your project card hand. Blue cards are active cards that you give you access to actions and effects that are available for the rest of the game. This card offers an action that to be used for once per generation. This card also features dynamic victory points. The amount of VPs you receive from this card depends on your final board. For example, with this card, you receive 1 victory point for each card you place that has a Jovian tag. It looks like you don't have enough many credits to use this card, since as a space tag, you have the possibility to use a titanium resource to reduce the price. Okay, decrease the cost, and use the Todd. Open your project card hand. This card offers an effect, and the effect automatically happens when a specific situation occurs. Immigrate city. Each time a city tile is placed, including this one, you increase your Minecraft production by 1 step. Okay. This tile's resource production requirement. You can't use it unless you have enough production to reduce Mega credits production to no down to -5. You reach these requirements, you have enough nitrates to use this card either. However, since it has a building tag, you have the possibility to use a steel resource to build to reduce the price. Increase the toss and use the card. Finish this step of the tutorial. Additional actions. This tutorial will show you additional actions that you can play as well as certain specific rules. Once you gather 8 plant resources, you can convert them to a greenery. You can place a greenery tile on Mars. Increasing the oxygen level by 1 step and increasing the terraform rating by 1. Try it now. Plant version is available even if the oxygen level is maxed out, but you don't increase the terraform rating in that case. Another 8 heat resources, you can convert them to a temperature. Turn them to temperature. You can increase the temperature level by 1 step, increasing the terraform rating by 1. Try it now. You know my actions left, so you have to end your turn. It's your turn. This is your effects tab. All effects given by active cards blue, and your top versions are listed here. Go to the effects tab now. Effects happen on their own, cannot be used, but they can be triggered by all other actions. Mouse over this effect to see its details. When any city tile is placed, so there's your 2 mana traits when the city tile is placed. A red border around the city tile indicates that this rule applies to any player. Let's try out another standard projects to place a city. As your target's effect, you gain an additional 2 mana credits. This is your actions tab. Like effects, actions given by active targets blue, and your top version is listed here. Open action tab now. Actions can be used once per generation to over this action. Spend 8 heat to increase your terraform rating by 1 step. Many actions allow you to trade a resource for an advantage, such as increasing your terraform rating. Use this action. You have no more actions left, so you have to end your turn. Okay, you get to play. Yippee yippee me. Open your actions tab again. Other actions accumulate resources and give you victory points at the end of the game. Use this action to add a resource to it. Target grades. Adds 1 microbe. End your turn once more. Okay. Actions tab. Some actions allow you to steal from other players to gain a resource for yourself. Use this action to steal a resource. Draw from any card to ever jump to this card. Ants. Okay. Open your actions tab. Again, other actions accumulate resources. To use layer, use this action. Add your microbe to this tar. GHG produces bacteria or remove. You can select which action to perform. Since you already have enough resources accumulated on this tar, use them to raise the temperature. Which are the next step, storing. In this tutorial, you will learn about the end of the game and how storing works. Milestones are special accomplishments you can claim, each giving you 5 victory points at the end of the game. If you meet the criteria of a milestone, you may claim it by paying 8 meta credits. A milestone may only be claimed by 1 player, and only 3 of the 5 milestones can be claimed in total. Open the milestones menu. Since you have a terraform rating of at least 35, let's claim a terraformer milestone. Awards can be funded at any time, but are only awarded at the end of the game. Each award rewards players for a specific achievement. The player that comes in first position stores 5 victory points, and the second stores 2 victory points. Only 3 of the 5 awards may be funded in total, and the funding cost increases starting at 8 meta credits and 14 meta credits, and finally 20 meta credits. Since you're the player with the most tiles in play, you can fund the Landlord Award. Remember that even though you might be the leader when you're funding your award, the award is only given at the end of the game, so things might change. Okay. Pass to the next generation. When all the level parameters are been met, you enter the game end after the end of the current generation. Pass those to the next generation. Excuse me. First step is the plant conversion. Since there's a final production phase, you might be able to perform plant conversions for extra victory points. Convert plants up to 1 greeneries. Convert plant, okay. Well. Once this is done, points are tallied to show who the winner is. First, each player's terraform rating station is the base of the store. Some are awards. 5 B points are given to the winner of each award, and addition 2 are given to the player in second place unless there are only 2 players. Some milestones, 5 VPs are given, 3 points are given for each milestone to the player that claimed it. Each drain gives 1 victory point to the player that owns it. That's the points for the cities. Each city earns 1 VP per adjacent dream, whether you own the dream or not. That's the points for the project cards. Each victory point given by a project card is added to the player's total. This includes the hidden points for event cards and the dynamic victory points. Finally, the winner is revealed. If there are 2 players with the same amount of points, the one with the most meta credits is the winner. Drain wins. Terraform rating awards, milestones, city. Complete the last tutorial. Okay. I guess we can try something out, even though I don't know how much it's really going to be. This video is gonna be over with in not too much longer. The Tharsis Republic, or Saturn systems, with the first bait city tame a social community that cannot be controlled by the corporations, determined to have an elected leader. Workers and staff from all corporations form Tharsis Republic. You start with 40 mega credits as your first action in the day. Place a city tile. Effect when a city tile was placed on Mars, increase your credit production by 1 step. When you place a city tile, gain 3 mega credits. Have acquired the mining rights on several Saturn's moons. Saturn systems gain plenty of experience over the years as a supplier of raw metals, spaceships, and fuel. This company has made itself indispensable to the outer planets. Saturn systems isn't ready to play a key role in the terraforming of Mars. So I want titanium production. Sure, whatever. I know if Tharsis Republic. Buy up to 10 cards. Sure. Place a city tile. We should match some of your own parameters for the end of generation 14. Only enemy. Telling you to place it for specific card. Okay. I went through the whole tutorial. I still maybe don't have an idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know if I can really do anything anyway. So let's just stab. Oh, Tao. Yeah, but the video's gonna be ending here soon, though. So thank you for watching. If you watch, thank you for watching. Watch all the way. Thank you for yeah, just stopping by. If you have, hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I did the job. Show taste and showing off the game. See if you want the game or not. And just thank you and have a great day. But the video's not over exactly yet, so yeah. A lunar beam. The tree share by 2 steps in the tree share heat production. Okay. Can I just do everything? Investment and loan. Tree share Bedane. Okay. Only if I knew what I was doing. I may prefer playing this game in real life with a friend, other than doing this type of thing. But yeah. I really don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, yeah, just thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye for now.